The woman stranded on the island suddenly discovered that the island had its own natural waterfall. Linda rushed over, thrilled out of her mind, jumped in and washed up feeling like the luckiest person alive. Then something even better happened. A yacht appeared in the distance out of nowhere. For a split second she saw a way out, but then she thought about having to go back to work after being rescued, and decided to let it pass and stay right where she was. When she got back she didn't say a word to Jack about it. The two of them spent a few more days on the island, but the lifestyle was getting to Jack. He wanted Linda to help build a raft out of branches and ride the waves out of there. Linda told him a raft would fall apart the second it hit the water. If they wanted to survive they had to wait it out on the island. That set off a massive argument between them. A furious Jack decided to take matters into his own hands and started building a shelter on his own. Despite being a top student from a prestigious university, his survival skills in the wild were absolutely terrible. He hadn't made any progress after half a day. Linda sat quietly in her own shelter watching, passing the time by catching fish and roasting them over a fire. Jack couldn't resist the smell and came over to mooch a meal, and that's when he spotted something unexpected on Linda's table. A small knife sitting right there in plain sight. Linda explained she had found it washed up on the beach. Jack swallowed his pride and apologized, and Linda accepted it. After a few days of rest, Jack's leg injury slowly started to improve. They climbed up a hillside together to try to get a view of the whole island. Along the way Linda warned him, whatever he did he was not to eat any of the fruit growing on the hill. It would kill him. As the sun was going down they headed back. A rock under Linda's foot suddenly gave way, but Jack pulled her back from the edge of the cliff with everything he had. That moment changed something for Linda, and she started warming up to this short-tempered man. But nothing ever stays peaceful for long. A violent storm hit the island not long after. The waves tore straight through their shelter. They grabbed what they could and ran, and spent the night in a cave. The next day they built a new place to stay. To celebrate the move, they cooked up a big meal that evening. It felt like something good was finally beginning. But after Linda finished eating, her legs buckled and her vision went blurry. Jack didn't go to help her. Instead he pulled a raft out from the bushes where he had been hiding it. He had no interest in living like this any longer, and had drugged her to keep her from stopping him from leaving. But he had badly underestimated the ocean. The raft broke apart almost immediately in the waves, and he got dragged under. When he came to again, Linda was the one who had pulled him out. Jack felt sick with guilt and asked Linda to forgive him. Linda didn't make a big deal out of it. She just handed him a string of octopus. Jack ate without a second thought, and very quickly lost all feeling in his body, unable to move at all. The octopus carried a neurotoxin inside that could temporarily paralyze the human nervous system, and the one thing Linda hated more than anything was being betrayed. So now it was time to perform a little procedure on Jack. At first Jack was convinced he was about to lose what made him a man. Then Linda pulled out a dissected mouse, and that's when it finally hit him. The woman standing in front of him was not someone to be messed with. The thoroughly humbled Jack went completely quiet. With nothing to do, Linda headed out to look for food, and in the middle of searching, she spotted a small boat passing by in the distance.